farmers? Welcome back to Griffin, Indiana. I got some workers ready to go. We are over here in field number, whatever this field is, 17. We are harvesting some oats on a contract, as I've been doing quite a bit of that in between episodes. And let's go ahead, and this guy should be all set to go as well, I hope. Got them all set to go. Got our trailer over here as well because our Peterbilt is already busy. You'll see what we're doing here in just a second, and he should go as well. We're supposed to be falling 60 meters behind. Just trying to figure out his path. Yeah, I kind of remembered to do this time. I didn't do it on the first couple fields that we got going. But we're going to go ahead and teleport to our Peterbilt, which is... here it is. Yeah, now we're down here in the southern part of the map, if I go here. All these bales are from field 19, and believe it or not, it's like a coincidence. Our trailer holds 39 bales. I had 39 bales in field 19. But I do have another field right behind this where we did another contract where I got bales as well. Like always with this trailer, every time you leave this certain area, you got to reload them. There we go. Auto-loading trailer for the win. Remember, these are 20,000 liter bales of straw that we have here. We're going to go to the store and sell those because we need to make some money. And we're going to spend some money today. That's right. That's what we're doing. That Ford tractor, we're purchasing that today along with a front loader and a bucket and a bale spike. So we can kind of get our TMR mixer feeding system almost ready to go because we're just missing the hay. That is what we're missing right now. We do have some contracts that are fully complete. And I also have... I mean, I technically drove to that pedestrian, but you know what? We'll be nice today. And that car is going to stop in time. Okay. Yeah, so also I got some leftover grain out the fields as we normally do. So I'll show you how much we got so far. I just got to remember where I'm going now here. Across from the store, correct? For bales. I don't have to drive into the barn. Learned that last time. I do that once in a while on this road. I'm not sure. I'm not really paying attention when it happens. I haven't checked when I edit the videos of what's going on. I'm cutting across here because I'm not going to be able to cut in there too well. It looks like I clip something in the road once in a while and makes my truck bounce up and down, or tractor, or whatever I'm driving at the time. So I got to finish up a lot of contracts because no new contracts are popping up because I got too many accepted and we haven't completed any. Well, they're complete. I just haven't collected on them yet. I was waiting for you guys to show up, so here you are. So now I know this time I'm just going to drive on up slowly. Let's go ahead and unload these back onto the truck or onto the trailer. So we're sitting at just shy of 86,000, and that brings in 28,200. Yeah, buddy, that's what I want to see. Let's dive right in as well while we're collecting some cash into our contracts. So field 25, that harvest is done for $5,520. Let's go ahead and collect on that. Field 27 for $4,614. We'll collect on that. Field 19, which is where those bales came from, $23,794. Let's collect on that. And field 22, which was canola, for $14,250. Let's collect on that. Some jobs have come up, and the only one that come up is cultivating. I mean, that subsoil I got technically does cultivate. It doesn't actually count as a cultivator when you cultivate a contract, so we're not doing that. And right now we're doing, is it this one? Harvest the oats in field 21, take the product to nut. Oh, no, sorry. Field 21 is the one where I got to go back down and get the bales. We're doing field 17, that's right, because they're both oats. So that brings us up to $162,000. We're pretty much going to spend like 80 grand today, all on the Ford tractor. That's the Ford tractor, the front loader, like I said, the bale spike, and a bucket. Because the bucket is going to be for cleaning out the animals, the cows. And also we got to use the bucket to load the silage into the TMR mixer. And of course the bale spike is for hay and straw. So right now our cows are producing slurry because we don't have no bedding for them. Now I'm trying to figure out, now someone said, I don't know if they get mixed up, when I mentioned that the cows will only give slurry or solid manure, this is a seasons thing. Now, you know, it's been a while since I've done season with animals, so it might be kind of wrong for seasons in FS19, but if I give them straw, they're only going to produce solid manure. If I don't, they should only produce liquid slurry. Now, I think that was said on the pigs, but I think it's the same for the cows, unless I'm wrong on that, so we'll We'll have to wait and see. But right now they are producing slurry, but not a whole lot. Not enough for me to go out and buy equipment, and I can start spreading some slurry on our fields and get a good amount of nutrition from it. Nitrogen is the word I probably should use there instead of nutrition. But it is nutrition for the field. Alright, so we're going to go pick up these bales here. We're not going to go sell them yet because obviously the field that we're harvesting is going to produce some bales as well. So we'll bring the Peterbilt and the flatbed up there, then we'll head to the store, grab ourselves a Ford tractor, the front loader, bale spike, and bucket. Not many bales down here, but yeah, 20,000 liter bales is actually a decent amount. So far so good. I mean, we made it like 80 grand so far today just by collecting on contracts and selling some bales. What I mean today, I mean in this episode, this is the same in-game day as it was last episode when we were doing the harvest in the 2 smaller fields. But now I'm hiring some workers because I got other work I need to get done. So I think we are in the 3rd or maybe the 4th day of summer right now. I still say that threw me for a loop when I was doing work on the farm. And I don't want to say skipping days, but when else then it came time... That's right, I was fertilizing fields. Fields is what I was doing. And also I'm like, oh, these crops look like they're ready for harvest. I said, that's the season's thing. They're probably actually not ready for harvest. And sure enough, they were. Contracts were popping up. I'm like, okay, we need to take care of this because harvesting is going to bring us some cash. I'm wondering if I'll almost... I don't think I'll get my money back on the harvester itself. In other words, pay off the harvester towards a loan. But getting the straw off the fields is definitely going to help us in the long run. And once we get to a certain point to where money is not where I'm desperate... I don't want to say I desperately need it, but we got to take care of this loan that we have and still got to buy a good amount of equipment. Once we get to a happy place with the money, I'm not going to be doing contracts. Same thing like we did in the Pacific Northwest. Once we get to a certain point, it's like no more contracts. This is the best way to get to this field as far as I'm concerned. I tried driving the combine through a side street to get to this field. And my combine with the dual tracks and all that, it was rather snug. So this is the way I'm going. You know what? We're kind of in the truck. We'll go ahead and pick up some bales. So yeah, having the Dutes Fire on follow me behind the combine definitely helped save me a little bit of time. Actually, I won't lie. It saves me quite a bit amount of time, so. And probably what I'm going to do here is we're going to drop off this trailer here in a second. I do have to go back around, though. I mean, it's a little bit of straw. Does it make a bale when I pick up all the loose straw? Not so much, but when you got 23,000 liter bales, I mean, I could be picking up like 10,000 liters of straw and not making a bale. Every little bit's going to count in the beginning. So even though we got a decent amount of equipment on the farm, we still got lots more to go into buying money-wise. But today we're buying our small tractor, which is going to help, like I said, clean up the cows and feed the cows and all that. We are going to buy another tractor. Now, I originally said I was going to use a big bud on this map, but probably not. I think I changed my mind on that. I have used a big bud before, and that was on Hazard County. I have another tractor in mind for here. That's somewhat similar, but not quite similar. It's going to be, I think that tractor that we're going to get later on, and I'm talking later on, it's like 550 horsepower, and it's kind of like an older style tractor. So basically I'm just coming down here right now. We're going to wait for the 10T to come on through so we can go ahead and empty it on out. Not that I expect it to be anywhere near full. So while we're waiting for the combine to make the corner, let's go in here to this page right here. So the oats. These oats are from the field that we harvested. 77,000 liters of barley, which I got off the contract field. Same thing with the canola. 27,000 liters of canola I've gotten off that field 22, I think it was. I did the contract in. So it's about half full, looks like. I don't know... Oh, this... I think these oats need to go to the silo that's somewhat right behind us. Oh, why are you stopping there for? Oh, because you think you're getting... Yeah, so he's getting ready to turn around, so we're making sure we got them all emptied out, which we do. Yeah, definitely when we get money under control and I really don't need to save to buy stuff that I desperately need, upgrading the engine in this Peterbilt is going to be kind of nice. I mean, it's doing fine the way it is, but we definitely need a little bit more horsepower. When it gets 120,000 liters of whatever in the back, I don't want to say it struggles, but wow, this thing is filthy. Yeah, we just need more horsepower anyways. All right, small tractors, let's scroll on down here. So we're getting the four-wheel drive Ford. And here we have it. So configuration, front attacher, front load. Yeah, front load attacher. Yep, that's what we want. Engine setup, we're going to stick with 100 horse. We don't need nothing more. All we're doing is transporting bales and silage and all that. So I'm not going to do that. GPS, no, we don't need GPS. Design, I kind of like the black exhaust pipe and air filter. So that setup right there is what we're going to, extra 150 bucks. Beacons, well, of course we're having beacons. No, two. Yeah, I like the ones right up in the middle. That looks good to me. That's where I like it. And wheel setup, of course, you know me. I always go wide tires with weights. And that's going to be kind of... wide tires and weights. That's going to be kind of good because these bales that we have are 20,000 liters. So a little bit of weight in the back tires. If I need to buy a weight later on, that's fine. I just rather not have the weight in the back because if I ever need to move things around like the animal trailer, I could move the animal trailer around with that or whatever. So it comes to $70,500-ish. The colors, of course, we're keeping the same, but there are different kind of colors you can... I mean, not a great variety, but the standard Ford colors as you would have. As I said before, this Ford is on the Mod Hub on Giants. So when you load up the game, go to Mod Hub. It's under small tractors, but if you just... When you're on the main page, if you just search Ford, you'll be able to find this package pretty easily. I think that's what we're going with, right? Yeah, I think we're all set. So 3-point linkage on the front, because you never know. The front load attacher, 3-point linkage on the back. Wide tires and weights, I think we're good to go. Let's go ahead and buy that outright. All right, so the money just took a little bit of a hit, but of course it's going to. Let's exit out of that. And of course, let's go to front loaders right on it. There we go. Should be this one right here. Do I want to keep it black or do I want it to match the Ford? What color is going to match the Ford the best? Is it the New Holland color? I think so. If it doesn't, we'll change it. But let's go ahead and buy that. And then back on up. No, yeah, back on up. Yeah, that's correct. And then this bucket here. We'll keep this bucket black. I don't want everything completely blue, but I mean, I can change it to any color I want. But we're going to keep it black. Factory new, and this is the thing about it I like of 9,000 liter. I think we'll go with 9,000 liter to begin with. Let's go ahead and buy that. And of course, back on up. And the last thing we're going to need is a bale spike. Do I want anything else actually? No, I think we're good. Bale spike, yep, we'll keep that black as well. All right, so we spent, well, I knew it was going to be close to 80,000, so that there we have it. Let's dip on down to the shop. Yeah, I say the New Holland and Ford colors should be spot on. Let's dive right into the Ford. Hop on into the cab so you can get a good look inside the cab. I'm just trying to see if any... Oh, yep, the doors... Oh, sorry. The doors do open. Problem with the doors, though, is it's one of the buttons that I use also for course play. Yep, that's going to pop up, but that's fine. Oh, but that's where the door opens. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll bring the bucket up with us first. Let's go ahead and attach that. Yep, colors are a spot-on match. And now we'll grab that. Now, I don't know if this is going to work or not, but sometimes you can't pick up the bale spike. Come on, can we pick it up? I don't know why we can't pick up the bale spike. I do have, not that I need to have the super strength on. That is off. Let me go ahead and turn that on. I shouldn't need super strength to pick that up. Yeah, the bale spike for some reason, yeah, I just can't pick it. I'll have to come back and get that. Just have to come back and get it. I like how it sounds when it shifts gears. So now we got ourselves a second tractor. But like I said, this is just going to be sticking around the cow barn mainly. I don't think I'll have any other use for it. Does not really have the horsepower to run butterfly mowers. It possibly could run the tedder, and I don't think it'll be able to run the windrower. The windrower we're going to get is going to be a pretty big one, so. But that's what we got the Dukes Fire for. Yeah, so if you're unfamiliar with seasons, the reason why you need all that fancy stuff for grass drying, when you cut the grass, you got to wait for it to dry before it actually turns to hay. You just don't ted it and it turns to hay. We got to let it sit out in the sun on a pretty good day. And if you're on the upper right hand corner on that display, far to the left of that display, you see like a plus sign. That is showing us that today is a good day for drying. You can get a double plus sign, which actually means a great day, and of course you got a negative sign, which means it's not going to dry well at all. I don't think I've ever seen a double negative, but that would be on a rainy day, I would assume. But we're coming up here because our cattle are doing just fine. The grass that they got in their field is maintaining food for them. So I'm hoping about 3 or 4 more days our quote-unquote grass meadow will have regrown, and we will be able to go ahead and cut it, dry it, get some hay, and we can start making some TMR for the cattle. And there they all are. We got 20 of them. I'm actually surprised that grass is still there. It hasn't decomposed as fast as I thought it would. Let's come on over to here. So a couple things I need to do. Well, I left the door open, huh? Alright, first thing I want to do is jump out of the Ford. And we'll make sure we're over to here. Not like there's any milk to sell, but we'll go ahead and fill up the trough with some water. And you know what? I can go ahead and just leave that. Does it get messy on both sides or just one? Hopefully just one. Yeah, because you can't get nothing over here. Can't get nothing over here. So I'm going to spill the feed out all on this side here. Let's come over here and we'll open up the smaller bunker first. The reason why I want to do the smaller bunker first is if I can empty this out sooner, that'll give me some place to put some grass, corn, or whatever we decide to make into chaff and make into silage. Okay, put the bucket on down here, hopefully. And that is silage we are picking up. So instead of putting it right back into the feed trough, we're going to back on up now the question is, which one is which? I'm trying to picture a regular TMR mixer, and I'm trying to think how it goes. Is it straw, hay, then silage? Let's see here if I do this, what happens. Alright, so that's not the correct one. Apparently that's not the correct one either. Although I dumped it on the ground. Alright, so it's got to be one of these. Where is the trigger for it? Give me a moment here, we'll figure it out. It's one of these. Nowhere it may tell me though. I wonder if I could cheat. Let's jump out of the Ford here. Nope. Jump out of the Ford here for a second. Come on into here. Open panel. So it just says bunker 1 overview, so it doesn't tell me which one's which. So grass, hay, silage, and straw. I'm going to guess maybe the middle one is silage. So let's try that again. Do I actually have to put it up into here? I don't want to put it up in there because if it's not correct, it's going to go underneath. Alright, so it wasn't close enough. It just wasn't close enough. So the middle one is silage. Alright. Now, the other thing we got to find out is when I bring a bale up, does it need to be shredded when it goes in there? Or will it just take a whole bale? So how does this tractor hold 9,000? It does not. Alright. Let's go ahead and dump that back into there. Alright, so the first thing we'll do is, let me go ahead and dump off the bucket. And let's go back on down to the store. We're going to have to buy ourselves a weight. I mean, 9,000 liters, let's be honest, it's pretty heavy. And then we'll grab our bale spike as well. What kind of weights do I have on here? That's the thing. Wait a minute, let me find out. Let's come down over here. Just trying to see which one I would like to go with. Those are the class weights. Can we change the colors of these? We can. I mean, is 2,000 kilograms enough? Actually, it's almost 2,500 kilograms. We're about to find out. While we're here, let me just dip on in. So it looks like they are... Is he not moving? Is he? Are you full? Oh, okay. You just weren't. You just weren't moving. Back into my Ford tractor that we bought. Let's get back down to the store. Grab the bale spike and the weight. And on the way back up, we'll grab a straw bale and bring it on up to the TMR mixer and see if I just got to put the bale there. Will it take it all? Will it take it at all? I should say. If it does take it, it's going to take the whole bale. We need to find out if I need to shred that stuff. Now that I'm down here, that weight looks huge, which is a good thing. Which is a really, really good thing. Let's go ahead and touch that. And the weight, why is the weight facing it? Well, no, it's facing it the correct way, I guess. If you were putting it on the front, but we're putting it on the back. Try to back up like you would. Then lift that off the ground. I said lift it off the ground. You can see the back end sit on down. So hopefully that's it didn't look that big in the store. Hopefully it's good enough for, I mean, it's kind of lifting the front end off, but not enough to where the wheels are coming off the ground. So we're all set. So like they could use a good mow job there in the middle of the town square, or whatever you want to call it, the park. Alright, let's go ahead and grab a straw bale. I think I need to put down a little bit more asphalt, or I think this might be stone that's actually down. Not high enough there. Let's go a little bit higher. Alright, so 20,000 liter bale looks pretty stable on here. In the early stages, not going to need that much feed, so bring up multiple bales at a time. Not necessary. But of course, once we get up to 2,000 cattle. You know, I keep thinking in my head 2,000 cattle's not that much, but then I got to remember on the Pacific Northwest we had 500 cattle. And that was a lot of feed. But that was not in season, so I don't know how the feed's going to change here. I think the straw is over here. Do I have to put it down? Oh, good. I don't have to shred it. I can bring the bales right on over. Perfect. Okay, so right now let's go ahead and put the bale spike down. But obviously if I want to give them bedding... Oops, there we go. If I want to give them bedding, getting a shredder, that's what I'm going to need to do to give them, obviously, bedding and get solid manure. But right now we're just going to focus on the slurry. That's what they're giving us. And, well, I don't want to have to buy more equipment at the current stage that we're in. Alright, let's try this again with a bucket. And there we go, 9,000 liters in the bucket, and we are we stable enough? Yep. We are stable enough. Now that weight may be overkill, but it seemed to ride good. There's nothing on the front, so the front wheels didn't come off. Now, I'm going to try to do this properly. Of course, the problem is I can't see. There we go. No, it's counting it. There we go, that's the way we'll do it. So now all we need is the grass to grow a little bit more so we can get some hay and put that in there, and then we can start giving our cows some TMR. And of course, after we mow the grass meadow, the reason why I call it a grass meadow, because right now it's not a field, we're going to go ahead and grab our subsoiler, make that into a field, do some soil sampling, and replant grass. That's all we're really doing. We should get more of a yield out of it being a field rather than just a meadow. As for that field over there, yeah, that's probably going to sit there until next season. And probably do another cereal crop so we can get some more straw. So the question I got is, how much can this hold here? I mean, right now that's 18,000 liters. It doesn't look that full at all. And the one thing I have to check on out is the mixture I want to do. Now, the cheapest thing would be probably the straw, right? And of course, hay and silage are kind of... I guess it all depends on how you want to look at it. What do you have a lot of on your farm? And right now, like grass fields, I don't have much of. Silage, we got a decent amount of. And straw, I say we got a good amount of. So, try to put mostly straw in the mixture. I'm going to go ahead and park the Ford right here. So if we come into here, we turn this on and open up the panel. So they got 60% silage, 20% straw, 20% grass. So if I were to reduce the silage to... How low can you go? Is there a limit? Oh, okay, wait a minute. There's still a limit of how low you can go. And the lowest I can go is 45%. If I up the straw to... Oh, wait, there's a limit there. I went past it. What's the limit on the straw? 30%? So that's 75. All right, let's leave the grass there and let's bump this back up to 50. Alright, that's the way I'm looking at it, because we got plenty of straw, and we can get some more straw from doing contracts. The silage, we got a decent amount, and the grass and hay, well, of course, we got nothing on it. This is the time I could feed them. Now, I do have the mod on here, but it doesn't matter, because our cows aren't producing milk right now. They get milked at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Feed them at 6 in the morning. And then feed them at 1800. Yeah, that'd be correct. That's what we're going to go ahead and do. Yeah, so bunker 1, that's our hay. And then silage, and then, of course, the straw. And this is how much it's saying they consumed. I think that's how much we're consuming from the bunkers, so we can figure out how much to put in there. Alright, so hopefully it saves those stats. And obviously we can't feed them at all because, whoops, I want to close the door. Yeah, we don't have the hay. We need some hay. But we also need some cash. Speaking of, how we doing down here, people? Okay, so Courseplay really picked a weird way to... what happened to... Hey, what happened to my baler? What's the story on... Did you get stuck somewhere? Bueller, how did you end up in here? Alright, so I thought I was going to do this at the end of the episode, but now I got a lot of catching up to do. So I'm going to have to bail this. Where the heck are we here? Did you get hit by the train or something when you were turning around? You guys may have seen it when I was working, and it may have said something like, follow me, could not follow anymore. So now I'm going to have to do this pretty much in between episodes, which is not that big of a deal. I can get it done while the combine's out harvesting something else. But I think all the other contracts I got... let me go into here, the contracts. We got wheat, oats, barley, wheat, oats, wheat. It's all cereal crops, so yep, you're going to be following him. But what I am going to do is, let's bring him on over and at least finish off the rest of the field where you can follow off, and we'll have to grab the Peterbilt. Probably have to come over because I'm pretty sure he's going to be almost full of oats. I had to think of what we were harvesting over here. So if I go Control F, you are all set to go, I think. Hopefully. Let's go ahead and grab our Peterbilt. Well, I'm not going to be able to empty them because I got a good amount of oats in here already. But what we can do is Field 21, which I've already harvested. I just got to deliver some oats to wherever I got to deliver oats to. And we can finish off that contract. And then I'll dump the rest of this to wherever this field needs to be brought to. But not too bad. Meaning, we started the episode with, what, $85,000? And we ended up with, right now we're sitting at $80,000. But we bought $80,000 worth of equipment. So, not too bad. Not too bad. Contracts are paying off for us. As they should, and would, and will. And of course, we're going to get a good amount of straw off this field as well. So we go to sell that. Alright, so field number... wait, up here. None better milling is that where that needs to go, and this is field Posey Co-op, so I know where both of those are. So let's go finish the contract in field 21 to get that off the board. So yeah, this is our Peterbilt with 120,000 liters behind it on flat ground. Doesn't really have to get up and go, but like I said, it's fine for now. We'll just slowly struggle with it. And at some point we'll upgrade the engine, but I think it's going to be like 50 grand to upgrade to, I think it was like a 605 horsepower engine. Somewhere in that range. Why not? Let's ride inside the Peterbilt. Needs a good wash. How's the horn sound when we're in here? I do like this truck mod very much. Not as much as my Volvo, I'll admit that, but it's very close. Now I'm thinking about changing the rims on this trailer because, yeah, the rims on the trailer match the cover on the trailer, but it doesn't really match up with the truck too well. Alright, so we got to unload here. This is for field 21, which is already done harvesting. Watch the upper right hand corner and wait for it to say contract complete, and we'll start seeing the money go up here. There we go. Contract on field 21 finished. Let's go ahead and collect on that, just shy of $4 grand. And now we'll bring the rest of these oats to the other sell point for the field that we're harvesting and unload this entire thing, I'm sure. And the sell point for this field is down here by the shop. Train coming? Nope. Alright, we're all set here. Just have to keep an eye on when I put the grain into here like I did before. I don't think I'll get all what they need in the contract delivered in one go here. First off, it's not a full trailer. And we'll make sure in the upper hand corner that when I'm emptying it, the money's not going up, so it's not. So I am delivering on a contract. And it should be for that field because that's the only field we got left. And I did double check to make sure it was the sell point. And let's not forget all the grain that we do have stored in our silo as well from all the contracts we're doing. And the reason why I'm holding on to that, because right now the pricing is showing that it sucks. So that's why we're not selling. We're going to hold on to it. And someday when the price is good, we'll sell all that grain. Like I said, we don't need the grain for anything. I'm not going to do chickens and pigs or anything like that. Cows only. Is that everything? Alright, so it's only 66% done. I'm pretty sure there's plenty more in the combine. I mean, we'll get some grain out the field. That's not in question at all. Can I... Yeah, I can get to there from here. But I'm guessing we should get somewhere in the vicinity of, what, 20 grand for all the straw off this field, like we did for field 19. Which is really good because, yeah, our loan interest payment at midnight is 25 grand. That's why I'd rather not borrow any more money. But we still need to buy the butterfly mowers, a tedder, and a windrower. The tedder, I guess I can hold off on because I may not need it. Alright, that combine's not even close to being full, so let's have a quick look at this stuff. So windrowers, yeah, that windrower is 62 grand and it requires 110 horsepower to pull it. So the Ford is a little bit underpowered for that, which is fine. I mean, like I said, if I need to, we can do that in the future. Upgrade it. Tedders, obviously the modded ones I'm going to go for, and that is 27 grand. That only requires 75 horsepower, so in theory I could have the Ford follow us if we're doing the mowing. So 30, I was supposed to be adding this in my head here, 30,000 plus, all right, so we're at 92,000, and, let's see, 110, I need like 150 grand for all that stuff. Holy crap, I need 150 grand to get mowers, a tedder, and a windrower. I mean, this is an 18-meter wide windrower. And that's a 9-meter. So double the size for double the price, which makes sense. But, you know, I was trying to figure out, is it worth it? Is it worth it? I mean, just by putting it more grass into, or more hay into one row will save us time, is what it does. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. So 150,000, so that means I'm quite short, we're like halfway there. But by selling the straw that we're going to get, finishing up the rest of these contracts, as you can see, I mean, it's not a whole lot of money in the contracts, but it's there. Baling jobs, yep, I'm not going to do that. Seeding jobs, we don't have a seeder, so just got to hope maybe some more fertilizing contracts will come in because they are planting in the fields, which means they're going to need fertilizer at some point. But yeah, that's where we're going to wrap up for today, guys. I'm going to finish this contract up here, which we're almost done by harvesting and delivering the grain. Then I just got to make sure I bale all the rest of the straw before I complete the contract. But we'll see what I get done in between episodes. But that, like I said, is going to do it for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in Griffin, Indiana. But until then, have a good one.